And now, on with the show.
My name's Dale Nagy. I am a deputy prosecutor for Spokane County, and my hobby is restoring pinball machines. I always thought, boy, when I grow up, it'd be great to have my own pinball machine. Kind of sat in the back of my mind. Being in the Air Force, I'm moving every 2 years, so I can't really have a pinball machine. So finally, when I retired, that's when I decided it was time to get one. Got a master's degree in aeronautical engineering, and I was a pilot in the Air Force. I love that, but engineering seemed really boring to me. That's why I became a lawyer. I loved getting into those manuals, the schematics, figuring out how something works, fixing that. So I'm sure that's really kind of what drives my passion. That's probably why I enjoy fixing them more than I like playing them, because of that engineering background. At least I think I'm doing something with my engineering degree. They started out as something called a bingo machine. Bingo machines are about the same size and shape of the modern pinball machine, but they didn't have flippers. They had were 24 holes, and on the back glass, they would have what appeared to be like a bingo card. And the patron would go in, they'd put the nickel in, they'd get 5 balls, and you'd shoot the ball up, and you'd try to get the 5 balls in a row on the numbers. And then in 1947, Gottlieb put flippers on these things for the first time, got rid of the holes, made them thematic, and that's when they really took off. Pinball machines were tough for the arcade owner because they broke a lot. Pinball just about died around the year 2000. The Williams Company and the Bally Company, late 1990s, were the last two going. But then, over the last 4 years, they're making more, and there's actually 4 companies now making pinball machines, and they're putting out quite a few every year. What makes pinball machines special, in my mind, is if you've got that very large metal ball, and you get to hit it with those flippers, and just the action of the pinball, it seems more real to me than an arcade game where everything is just digital. Here you have real life targets you're aiming at, you get to knock things down with this large silver ball. It just gives me a lot of enjoyment, a lot of good feedback. Well, I don't know, fixation, I wouldn't say that, but it helps my job. I have a bad habit of bringing my work home with me. But whenever I'm down here, whenever I'm repairing a pinball machine, I forget about my work, forget about everything else, and I just concentrate on fixing that game. My father, unfortunately, never had any hobbies and interests. I've kind of gone too far the other way. I've golf, I've got the slot cars, I've got Lionel trains, a lot of nerdy stuff.
And I saw your ad for the AC/DC.
Finding the machines, that's part of the fun of it.
I saw your price. It's reasonable, certainly.
I look in Craigslist and I search in Nickel Nick. Occasionally I'll go out to yard sales, garage sales. I'll look in the paper. That's mainly how I find them. I did have my own website now. It's affordablepinball.com, and on there I tell folks, hey, I'll help you find how to fix your pinball machine, but if you want to sell it, I'd be more than happy to buy it. When I look for pinball machines, there's a camaraderie. I've met some of the folks that also are looking for pinball machines. And some folks are real cutthroat. They want nothing to do. They won't communicate with you. They won't give you a name or anything. They're just people you know are out there. So you got to be quick. If you find one you really like, you got to get in your truck and get out to that location and check it out.
Let's wreck some roads.
Part of the greatest part about the hobby, I get to play all these games quite a bit. And once I play it, after 100 times, I'll pretty much know if it's one of my top 5. I won't sell it unless it works perfectly 100 straight times. And then if it's not, okay, I'll put it on the market. And usually they sell within a couple weeks once I get them on the market. When they come to buy one, I say, hey, have you ever owned a pinball machine? And I make them take the top off and I lift it up to show them what it involves. And I say, hey, look, if you're afraid to open this up, get underneath, get a soldering iron and fix something, because that's probably all it's going to be is one loose wire, don't buy this, because I've got it working good now. But you're going to get it home, and it may be 2 years from now, it may be 2 months from now, it may be 2 days from now, it's going to break, and you're going to be mad. But if you're not afraid to do what I'm showing you right here, open it up and look for that loose wire and solder that loose wire, or fix that little switch that's just bent, and that's all you need to get it up. If you're afraid to do that, you're not going to like the pinball machine. Don't buy it.
You've just crossed over into the Twilight Zone.
I've got my favorite machine. I've got one back there. It's Twilight Zone. That is the best pinball machine ever made. It's got the most elaborate toys. It's just a fantastic machine. I can play that forever. I haven't come across a machine that's not fixable, but I will tell you, the one that you see in the background there, the Grand Prix, I've been working on that for 8 months now. I'm almost there.